I could sing. Give me a contract right now. Is it cute or he just got a cue off? Hey, stay focused. Stay focused. We are here to talk about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ! Wrap it up. Anyways, so if you clicked on this video, then chances are one of these three things are true. One, you've done the Daniel fast before. Two, you're curious and want to do the Daniel fast. Or three, you just nosy. You trying to figure out how somebody can survive for 21 days without coffee. I know. All of those reasons are valid and welcome. Hey, it's Jazz. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're new here, then what up? And if you're not, then welcome black. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and I'm a former professional athlete turned writer and filmmaker. On this channel, I love to talk about all things faith, film, fitness, and all that jazz. Like, I should get paid for doing that at this point. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just finished doing the Daniel fast again. I wanted to recap how my fast went, talk about what it is and why I do it every year, how this year was slightly different from my usual years, and how I'm going to attack my 2026 strategy because of it. If that's what you're looking for, honey, then stay tuned. Let's get into the video. Okay, so really briefly, if you do not know what the Daniel fast is, here's a quick description. Daniel fast is a 21-day fast based on Daniel from the book of Daniel in the Bible. Last year, I filmed a video about my experience doing the Daniel fast. I went into a lot more detail about where to find it in the Bible and the reason behind Daniel doing the fast and all those things. If you would like to see that, click on that video and it'll give you the whole breakdown. But typically, it is a whole foods, plant-based diet that includes cutting out meat, usually processed sugars, sweets, dairy, things that Daniel called choice foods, or basically like foods that usually bring us pleasure. Now, the food part is very important, but ultimately the point is to gain spiritual clarity, which means that you need to be intentional about the praying aspect of it, because fasting without prayer is, say it with me, class, just a diet. Yeah, so for me, at the top of the year, I do not vision board. I do not create goals. I do not plan the year until after I hear from God first, after my fast. There's no point in rushing into January, new year, new me, big new year energy, 2026 rebrand. You're doing all this and you're running so far in one direction. That's what makes you beautiful. Just to find out you went really hard in the wrong direction. How defeating is that? A Daniel fast, or any spiritual fast for that matter, can and should help you slow down to ask God, what are you saying? What do you want me to do? Where do you want my priorities to lie during the year? How do you want me to plan this year? What opportunities do you want me to say yes or no to? Hear from God clearly first before you start making moves. Now, for my experience of the 2026 Daniel fast, here are some things that I fasted from. Certain foods like meat, dairy, sweets, all the things that I mentioned before. Also social media. Thank the Lord for scheduled posts, child, because y'all thought I was here and I wasn't. Secular music is another one. I also limited my TV time to 2 hours a day. And coffee, my God, today. My God, Lord. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. Every single year. That's probably the hardest thing to fast from. For me, I've been doing the Daniel fast for about 6 or 7 years at this point, and all of those things are things that I usually fast from every single year. But the thing that made this year different was that this time I did not do it alone. I did it with a group of women. But last year, back in September, I launched my first business. Did I just eat the mic? Relax. I launched my first business called the 610 Project, which is my fitness coaching business. So instead of just doing the Daniel fast like I always do, I wanted to debunk the idea that you can't grow or maintain muscle while you're fasting. A lot of people in church culture either pick fasting or exercise. They do not do both. I wanted to show, nah, you can do it. I literally do it every single year. So why not make it a public thing so that other people can do it with me? So I created a 21-day fast and build challenge, and I had a group of my clients do the challenge with me, and it was great. We ate according to the plan. We fasted from the things, and we had our booties in the gym, literally. We were able to have a group chat where we could check in with each other and ask questions if we wanted, in a small intimate group called The Circle. The Circle is currently closed for that challenge, but the digital product is still on my stand store. So if maybe you decide, I know I didn't do the Daniel fast at the top of the year, but I want to do it over the summer, or I want to do it in the fall, the product will still be online and available for you to purchase. If that's your jam, I don't know. It consists of a 3-day workout split because we also didn't want to do too much while fasting, 21 days of devotionals and journal reflection prompts, and over 15 meal suggestions and ideas. I'll have it linked below in case you're interested, and if looking for a fitness coach or a fitness community is something that you're interested in, I'll link that below also. Take a look if you want. If you don't, no pressure. Okay, so in the beginning, I started off the fast really strong, really hard. It was really good. And then the middle got a little bit murky. I think the middle is always challenging for me because it starts to get like, whew, maybe 2 weeks in now. You start to miss some of the things that you left behind. That's a word. That'll preach, but you know, I don't know. This ain't church. But I definitely did pick it back up towards the end, and I started to feel more grounded. My prayers started to get more bold. They started to be more specific, and I was like, hold on now. If I'm gonna fast and pray, I'm gonna do it right. And because this time around I was leading a group of other women through it, I couldn't just like disappear and duck off in my own little sanctuary. I had to use that discipline even when I didn't feel like showing up, because other women were counting on me. Child, sometimes I was tired, okay? But I was open and transparent. I let them know, hey y'all, today I am tired. Ironically enough, a lot of them felt the same way. It was good to have community in that way. All right, now we can move on to what I've learned. So I know that people usually have themes for the year or words for the year. A lot of times people just make up things that they want to look forward to during the year. For example, prosperity is my word for the year because I want all the things.
Love is my word for the year because my man is gonna buy me. You know what I mean?
I'm just a girl. What I stopped doing when I started doing the Daniel fast was just kind of setting a theme for the year just because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted my word for the year to be something that God was telling me so that I knew how to prioritize and to focus. This year, he gave me my word for the year, and my 2026 word for the year is shedding. God spoke to me about shedding old mindsets, old patterns, old habits. I've currently been in a season where I'm feeling really uncomfortable in a lot of spaces that I used to feel comfortable in. God is like, sister, you're going to have to get comfortable staying right there because it's not going to change. I'm going to make you feel real uncomfortable right now. So God is really helping me learn how to press through that discomfort instead of fleeing. Even down to things like my wardrobe. There's so many outfits and things that I don't feel comfortable in anymore, or I feel like I'm outgrowing, or that my style is starting to change. The 9-to-5 structure doesn't really suit me anymore. Excited about my entrepreneurial journey and my content creation journey. A year ago, I was literally just starting content. So for that to be something that I'm passionate about and looking forward to now is beyond me. So understanding that shedding comes before elevation. That's something that God told me during the fast. He doesn't want to just elevate me and be like, all right, here you go, throw me out into the wolves, and then I'm not properly equipped or haven't leveled up to the version of myself that can properly steward over all of the blessings that he wants to give me. So he needs to strip away all of the things that don't align with me anymore, and more importantly, don't align with where I'm going. Some of my goals for the year are landing a book agent. Pretty sure I mentioned writing a book in one of these videos. If you don't know, I am a novelist. I wrote my debut novel. I'm currently on the path to land a book agent and prayerfully a book deal by the end of 2026. Also, like I mentioned in a previous video, I took a break from screenwriting because I had to focus on the novel and I had deadlines for that. This year, I really want to get back into screenwriting, and I really want to film something of my own this year. Also, I want my man to find me. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, babe, slide me a DM. Ultimately, I do want to just continue to build my platforms with my social media and content creation and just see where that journey takes me. I would love to land paid brand deals. I would love to be able to just create a great life as an entrepreneur, and I've seen it happen, so I know it's possible. Now that I've gotten clarity on all of those things, I can attack 2026 with intention, not just because of what I think I should be doing or because what the internet is telling me to do. What did God tell me? And I'm gonna do that. So if you are considering the Daniel fast, or any kind of fast for that matter, if you're just coming off of one, if you're about to start one, maybe you're just trying to figure out how to start off your year from a grounded place, then I'll say this: do not believe the hype. Don't buy into the propaganda. You do not have to rush to or through January. You will not fall behind by taking a break from certain things like social media or social outings or gatherings, or not eating certain foods for a short period of time. But you do owe yourself clarity before you just get out and start making moves for the year. I'm so sorry. Where did these hiccups come from? Are you okay? Do I need water? Isn't this Stanley so cute? I don't know if you can see it, but it's from Able, the fitness brand. I got her on sale, honey. She keeps the girls cold, helps me stay hydrated in the mug. In the mug. Is that the same guy? Is this a joke? Guys, that might really be my husband. Let me stop. Just a girl. Anyway, if you have done the Daniel fast before, or if you're curious about it or have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. Please just chat me up and I will chat right back. If you're interested in more conversations about faith, film, fitness, and all that jazz, then just hit that subscribe button and I'll be back with another video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and let's start this year off right. Bye.